Hi, this is Brenna from Inner Revolution Yoga Studio at 700 March Road, Suite 200 in Kanata North, Ottawa, Ontario. Today I'm going to talk about a few yoga myths that might be preventing you from stepping on your mat. Um, so, um, I'm nervous to chant, or I don't want to chant because it has religious connotations. So, one of the first things I would address with this myth is that chanting does not have to be a religious practice. One of the major chants you're going to see in a yoga practice is Om, and the meaning of Om is just to ground to the present. It has no religious connotations. It's about the vibrations of grounding you in the present, in the moment. Um, if you're nervous to do it, don't worry about it. No one cares what you sound like. Everybody's only caring about their individual sounds. And if you can really let that fear go and chant Om, the feeling of groundedness and being grounded to the present is unbelievable. How do I find the time for yoga and the gym? So until you fully cross over into yoga, which may never happen, and that's fine. A lot of people like to have their gym and their yoga. And it's all about finding time in your schedule. At Inner Revolution, we have 35, 36 classes a week and classes on the weekend. So we definitely have at least one or two times during the week that you could fit it into your time slot. How old do you have to be before you can start a yoga practice? Any age. Now, generally, I wouldn't bring a toddler to an adult class, but we have a couple of girls here that are practicing, and they are 9 years old, and they can do the full hour. And I would say 8, 9 is about the time that they can start to practice with everyone else. They just have to modify and learn how the postures move. So I would suggest a beginner class that breaks down the postures or the asanas for the child before they go in to start a regular practice. How do I know if I'm doing the poses right? There's no mirrors, so how do you know? So a couple of things. One, your instructor is your guide. So if you are completely out of alignment, you're going to have an instructor come around and help you by adjusting you, bringing your shoulders back, maybe helping you put your knee into position, and asking you how it feels. One of the biggest things in yoga is we are listening to our body. So if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right. If the pose feels good, then generally you're probably in the right position for your body. Is yoga a workout? A lot of people say, I've done yoga before, it's super easy, I'm not getting the workout. My response to that is you're probably not doing the poses correctly. If you're not feeling the poses, you're not actively engaging your core from the deep root and engaging the muscles as you hold the postures, then you're not working out. So if you can do warrior pose and you don't hold anything in and you just bring your arms up and you bend into it, but you're not activating your muscles, then you're not going to get a workout. It's about how you consciously activate those muscles that you're using, and it is a workout. Can I lose weight doing yoga? Yes, you can. So again, it's like anything. If you're going to do it once a week, it's probably not going to work. You'll feel some benefits, but it's not going to work as well as if you do it 3 to 5 times a week. So it depends on your commitment to your practice. How often should I practice yoga? That's a question that comes up quite a bit. You can practice yoga as much as you want. It's really about listening to your body and what your body needs in the present. So some days you'll want to do power yoga, other days you'll want to do gentle yoga. You can practice yoga 7 days a week as long as you're not just doing power 7 days a week, as long as you're incorporating some restorative and some gentle into your practice. I have injuries. Can I still do yoga? Yeah, you definitely can do yoga if you have injuries. It's very important to talk to your doctor or your physio or your chiro before you start a practice if you have some major injuries, and then listening to your body and allowing yourself to use modifications. So if you can't go into full variations or full postures, then modify, and that's what your instructor, your guide, is there to help you with modifications for your injuries. Always let your instructor know as well when you come into a class if you do have an injury. That will help them modify to help suit your needs. My lower back always hurts after yoga. So sometimes if you start a practice, this can be the case. And one of the things I would say, if your lower back is bothering you, is that you really need to focus on engaging the core more. So bringing in the pelvic floor muscles in and up, bringing in the belly in and up. If you're actively engaging in that core, you're going to protect your lower back. So you're not going to use it as much, and you will be able to kind of mitigate some of that soreness. Yeah, so those are some more myths, and you can find some more. I have a list of 10 on my website at www.innerrevolution.ca if you want to see more. Have a great day.